we are giving away a professor's research. All you have to do to enter is like, comment, and subscribe, and we will be picking a winner on Saturday. We'll see you then. This has to be the strangest time for Pokemon Pocket because there are so many odd decks that are doing good in the metagame right now. I'm talking about decks that would like have you, have you mind blown because we thought Miraidon and Espeon Sleep was the two best decks. But right now, there are a lot of different decks that are dominating the metagame right now. And today, we're gonna go over all those decks that have been performing really well into the metagame and has been shifting the meta. So, welcome in. We have a Flygon EX deck here. Now it's gonna be combined with Sylveon. This is a very OG strategy because honestly, we're just using Sylveon to draw two cards and essentially get you that Flygon play. Like the ability of Flygon with, Sand Slammer to just deal 10 across the whole board is kind of insane because it makes your Cyrus plays good. And not only that, you're dealing 140 damage with Flygon, and it's just overall one of the best hitting Pokemon in the metagame once you set everything up. Of course, it does have grass and fighting energy. You're not seeing a lot of Chingling in the metagame right now. You do have Pokemon Center Lady and Rocky Helmet to protect you as well. So overall, it's a great deck. It moves fast, dual energy. Yeah, no, it has been performing really well in these pop-up tournaments that, have been being thrown within the last 2 days. So I'd recommend you guys check this out. Next up, we have Terragapos and Ho-Oh. So you do combine this with Snorlax. You are playing, 3 different energy that's probably not water, not fire, and not electric. So you're gonna be playing, it could be any other 3 combination, and then afterwards you could use Snorlax and Ho-Oh and then finish the game with Terrapagos to hit, super hard here. You do have big Malasada that could essentially cure you from your sleeps. You have Pokemon Center Lady that could cure you from your sleeps. You have Ilima to pick up your Snorlax if you're ever stuck in a situation like that. You have Leaf, you have Juggler to move all your energy around. The main strategy is definitely to get the Ho-Oh out there and swing at the bare minimum for 2 Lucky Ice Pop. Starting Plains is going to be your healing for the deck, and just overall it's really a good cook. So if you really do like the Terrapagos, I would recommend, giving this deck a try because it looks like it has really good synergy together, and it could pop off at any moment. So yeah, definitely check that out. Next up, we have a Koraidon EX and Great Tusk finally pulling its weight. Great Tusk is kind of crazy. You're dealing 80 damage and then 20 damage to the bench. So it's kind of insane because you have nice value of Cyrus, and you could definitely use Koraidon right before Great Tusk is going to be knocked out. You do have access to 2 energy because the 2 energy prior for the following turn, so Koraidon only needs 1 to build up to his 110. You have Professor Sada to definitely help you out, get more energy out there. So it's just overall a really good deck. Furfrou is there to take care of all the babies. Taking -20 is really good in the metagame right now too. You do have Pokemon Center Lady to wake up, Ancient Booster to get more HP, and then the Arena so you could do more damage to EX Pokemon, Karina giving your fighting Pokemon, that extra support so you could finish the game a lot quicker. Sabrina and Cyrus definitely there for game finishing plays, but I might be the way to play Koraidon here. the thing is, you really don't want to start Koraidon, but this deck has been doing well in tournament results. So yeah, nah, if you have been looking for a Koraidon build, I would say this is the deck to play. Next up, I just wanted to bring this up as a honorable mention. Alolan Muck with the neutralizing ability is kind of insane. A lot of people are not like looking at this tech, but like somehow Solgaleo ended up popping off with this deck, and you know, I just wanted to bring it up. It's gonna be a Solgaleo deck with Grimer and Alolan Muck. You do have Copycat that could help you out, get all the cards you need, and it's very dependent on rare candy, and you do play the metal cores in the steel apron, so you could play with a lot more defense. So you know, the deck is still somewhat relevant because like it's countering the meta. Again, Alolan Muck is definitely a heavy meta call type, and you know, you gotta have somewhat the great, you know, a good bracket path here. But you know, I just wanted to bring it up. If you guys want to try this out, that's why. Next up, you know, Mega Manectric is still out here, you know, pulling its weight, and it's kind of the same build since, you know, it came out, you know, playing the Elemental Switch, Electric Generators, and Training Arena. Overall, it's insane. It still puts in work, and you know, I'd say don't sleep on it. It pops off. Mega Manectric definitely pops off when it has the chance to. So yeah, nah, that being said, there's not much to talk about this deck. The more knockouts you get, the better, the higher your attack. Plus you have Oricorio defending. So overall, it's a solid deck, and yeah. Next up, you know, we have a tournament winner right here. Mega Scizor, definitely a great meta call when you were seeing a lot of the Altaria players out there. Mega Scizor is just insane. Moving, it's just moving, like shifting the meta. Like there's at one point where like 2 days in a row, Mega Scizor was so popular that another deck was crafted into the metagame to stop Mega Scizor from being the prime deck, and I'll speak about that afterwards. Revavroom is actually really good into sleep because you could just spam that that swapping ability, so you don't have to be in the active zone sleep taking sleep scam damage. You got Orpworm charging up Mega Steelix and Revavroom as well too. You got Mega Metacore barriers for defense, making sure your Steelix lives all these crazy hits that you're seeing in the metagame. You got Red, Cyrus, double Copycat for consistency, and then the researches and Pokeballs. This deck is insane. Training Arena, you know, Revavroom gets the boost, so it can knock out Oricorio in one hit, so you don't really have to worry about that yellow bird at all. And then, yeah, this deck is powerful, and because it was so powerful, it crafted a brand new deck, and the brand new deck is Mega Blaziken and Greninja. Yes, you heard me right. The fact that these two, this combination has been birthed is kind of insane. Yes, there was previous variants of this deck, but overall, you do play 1-1 line of Froakie and Greninja, and a 1 Combustion, and a 1 Heatmore, 1 Cast Form. It's kind of insane, and a 1 Flame Patch. It's just a bunch of 1-ofs, and I don't know how I feel about this deck. This is a very high roll deck, and you literally are betting on luck, and apparently it has like a nice 80% win rate according to Segan, and it has 58% win rates in Limitless. So 58% win rate with this deck, and seeing the rise of the popularity of this, and it has been winning tournaments. I'm not gonna lie, it has been winning tournaments. And overall, I will say, you know, do not sleep on this deck, because like hiking trail definitely allows you to grab all your missing pieces, while you have the copycats and rare candy setups. So combustion is there to definitely bridge the gap with Mega Blaziken and Torchic. So yeah, nah, there's a lot going for this deck. Somewhat one of the best high roll, consistent high roll, quote unquote, but like it's kind of insane. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what deck you guys liked from this lineup, or if there's any brand new decks that I missed, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.